All right, so here we are, we're in FP2 and we're going to go through the process of creating a training file for work duties. So we've logged into FP2, we're going to click on the training module. Now I am working within the training database, so this is going to pop up. This is just a bit of a warning to make sure you're working within the right database. So for us right now, we'll ignore this, I'm going to click OK. Alright, so this right here, this kind of a green background, this is the search parameters. So I'm not looking for anything, I'm going to be creating a file, so I'm going to hit the double chevron here just to minimize that. Okay, I'm going to click the top right here, that plus button, to create a new file. Alright, when we're creating files working in FP2, the easiest format to use is top to bottom, left to right. So once I'm in a tab, I'm going to complete this tab top to bottom, work my way down, then I'm going to go on to the next tab. Before I go on to the next tab, I'm going to save it. I'm going to hit this check mark up here, is going to turn green, and then I can save it and move on to the next tab. So start at the top, kind of go through. We're doing a work duty, so I want to select work duty. Notice that the training topics disappeared here. Okay, how long was it? It was for 2 hours. This was under headquarters. We were working out of the new protective services facility, and the lead put myself down as a lead in there. Now I'm not going to add anybody in here under personnel. That gets added in next in details. So I'm ready to move on to my next tab. So I'm going to green check mark and move on to the next one. This is where I add the personnel in attendance. So I hit the green check, and I can add individuals from within each station. So what I'm doing here, I can add them one at a time, or I can go through and I can add multiple people by holding down the control CTRL key. So I'm holding down CTRL, and then I can select individuals, add to list, and notice that that time that we entered here, length of 2 hours, is now populating as we go down. Let's add a few more people. Let's go down here to station 2, and let's add a few in there. Now if you need to do some customizations to this, so we have a couple from station 2, and so they have the travel differential in, so we can go through and click on those and individually change the times. So it's a 0.75 differential. Okay. Additional details: was SCBA warrant? Were they driving any apparatus? And were they an instructor? Are they not paid for this? They are coming out to help, but they're not going to get paid for it. This is where we can individually fill those out. So let's put myself down as driving one apparatus, and let's put PG is driving another apparatus. Okay. We're going to save everything on this page. Alright, so next we're going to go into our notes. So this is where we're going to include a description of what was done. So we're going to put it here, at moving equipment and supplies from storage at county center into new building. Alright. Again, I'm going to save it. If, let's say, that we need to add a note, there was something different about one of the individuals, maybe their times were off. So let's say John here had to take off a little bit early, and his time is only 1 hour. So we can add a note underneath John. John had to leave early and was only in attendance for 1 hour. What this does is it gives a little bit more information when we're doing file review at the end of the month. I'm just wondering why was that individual only down for 1 hour, but everyone else is basically down for 2 hours. So that's a note that gets put underneath that individual, not at the end here. So we're going to save that, and the file is complete. This part pending unreviewed. So as we go through the month, administration is going to go through, review each of the files, and after they've done that, then they're going to check these off. So that is a work duty file completed from start to finish. So again, we work top to bottom, going all the way through each tab. After we finish a tab, we're going to save it before moving on to the next tab. By saving it and moving tab to tab, it pulls the information from one tab into the next. So we put 2 hours in here and saved it, and once we entered in each individual person, it pre-populated that time. So then we only had to go in and make modifications to that.